Hello there, good morning. Welcome to Breakfast with Sally Nugent and John Kay.
Our headlines for you today.
Today's news.
Thanks, John. Now, a 48-hour strike by NHS radiographers in England begins this morning. It is expected to disrupt patients waiting for X-rays, MRI and CT scans. Staff at 37 NHS trusts are expected to walk out after rejecting the government's pay offer of a 5% increase plus a one-off payment. Our health correspondent Sophie Hutchinson reports. Protests have been held across Israel in response to a government measure to curtail the power of the Supreme Court there. Almost 17,000 people were reported to the Home Office as potential victims of modern slavery last year, the highest number since records began in 2009. The number of people living with major illnesses in England will rise 9 times faster than the healthy working-age population, according to the Health Foundation charity. All state schools in England have been equipped with life-saving defibrillators to increase the chances of surviving cardiac arrest. Now, Carol is with us this morning here in the studio, and she has this morning's weather for us.
6. We return to our main story, those wildfires that are continuing to grip the Greek island of Rhodes.
Well, our reporter Azadeh Mashiri is there for us this morning. And Azadeh, as many as it is 16 minutes past 6. You're watching Breakfast from BBC News. We're going to look at this morning's papers for you.
All the papers this morning also reflecting on the life and work of our dear friend and colleague George Alagaya, who died.
And those special qualities that he brought. I know lots of people at home will feel very much like he was one of their friends. And he really was. It meant ever such a lot to him when people would talk to him about his job on the 6 o'clock news and the reporting that he did around the world. Also, I have to say, one of the kindest men you would ever wish to meet.
Yeah. It's been a tough time, hasn't it, in the newsroom? Yes. So many people loved him and knew him so well. He was such an integral part of the entire BBC operation for so long. But, yeah, he's a top bloke and he'll be much missed. Lots of memories of George coming out through the programme today.
Now, the July heatwaves in Europe and the United States would have been virtually impossible without the effects of human-induced climate change, according to a study by scientists in the World Weather Attribution Group.
And one plan to tackle the climate crisis is the ban on sales of new petrol and diesel cars from 2030. So, what, just 7 years' time? But is the UK ready for what's being called an electric car revolution? Here's our climate editor, Justin Rowlatt. Justin Rowlatt, well, Justin has made a programme about this. It's called Electric Cars, What They Really Mean for You. It's going to be on BBC One tonight at 8 o'clock. It's already on the BBC iPlayer. And Justin will be here on the sofa a bit later to talk through what else is on the programme and also about the government's targets and plans for net zero. We've got Michael Gove on a bit later, so I might put some of that to him as well.
Now, if you are a football fan, you might be eagerly awaiting the arrival of your team's new replica kit to wear yourself.
And they're bigger, bolder, dare I say, a little brasher than ever before. We've got just the man.
No, not necessarily. They're meant to stand out and meant to be slightly hideous.
Well, I suppose if you're looking on the internet or you're looking through the rails in the shop, you've got to be out there in the face of the customers, haven't you? You should send us some photos this morning on WhatsApp as well. If you've got pictures of yourself modelling the latest kit, one of those vibrant ones, we'd love to see them if we can cope with that on our screens. Right, it's 6:26. You're watching Breakfast.
The week so clean you'll be able to swim in it.
They're going to swim in it for the Olympics next year.
Yeah, it's a fabulous story.
How they're doing, we'll find out. But first, it's time to get the news, the travel and weather where you are. See you in a second.